break that down into a series of, that could be 5 or 6 amendments. So I would suggest not touching that thing with a 10-foot pole unless you're willing to go around. That's my opinion. I think that is a bad, bad amendment. The third one, and in fact, Daniel is with us here today. And do you want to speak about that? Okay, well, I defer to Daniel, who's going to speak about amendment number 3. Another one that the Tangent Democrats vote that you vote no. The fourth one has to do with the dates for filling vacancies in the Supreme Court, and we have no view on that. Moving down, this is probably the most important one on here. Under the Tangipahoa Parish propositions, the first one has to do with the law enforcement task. And let me say that we are delighted with the work that our new sheriff has provided. He has done a great job. We do not question for 1 minute that he needs more money. That is not the issue. Our jail needs help. Our deputies need raise. There is no question in our mind that we are not in any way opposing Sheriff Stickler. And we do not feel that his request is invalid. I hope he will come back. I hope he loses this election and that he will come back with a normal millage. The problem is he's proposing a sales tax. If you look at the information on here, Louisiana currently has the highest average combined sales tax in the nation. That's where we are now. And just recently, the Governor Landry increased our state sales tax. You pay a state sales tax and then you pay local sales tax. Our state sales tax has just recently been increased to 5%. And most of us are paying an additional 5% of local taxes. And in fact, the people in AD and independents are paying an additional 0.5% because of local issues. So we're already paying about 10% sales tax currently on things that you buy. If this sales tax passes, that's another 0.75%. That will make it almost 11% sales tax. And folks, this is on top of the inflation between 2021 and now. The cost of inflation on everything, not just food items, on everything you buy has been over 20%. 20%. So the money you had in 2021, you got 20% less of that today. Plus, we're paying 10% sales tax. We just cannot afford another sales tax. So many people, in fact, according to the latest census, 19.4% of the people in Tangipahoa Parish are living below the poverty line. 19.4% in Tangipahoa Parish. That's about 1 in 5. And if you're living below the federal line and you're paying an extra 20% since 2021 because of inflation, and you're paying already the highest sales tax in the nation at 10%. Please, please don't vote for an additional sales tax. The poor are the ones who are paying for this. People who are making $200,000 a year, they're not going to notice. It's no big deal. But the people who are living from paycheck to paycheck, who are just barely trying to figure out how they're going to cover that rent, or they're going to be able to buy that food for their family. We cannot afford it because we have more poor people here than anywhere else, and we're already paying through the nose and the ears and the eyeballs. We're just up to our ears in taxes. The money isn't growing as it used to, and we cannot afford another sales tax. If nothing else, we need to have compassion for the poor folks. I'm not poor, but by golly, I'm living on Social Security and a small pension, and I have a hard time getting to it every month. I know that. But we cannot afford an increase in the sales tax. So that's all I have to say, and I wish you a happy day. Please go vote.
Good job, Ms. Jenny. Hope you guys listen to us. It's very important that vote and stuff because the sheriff is putting out a good proposition, and like she said, it's just a catch. definitely do need more pay and need better training where we can cut down some of the split on young people. But yeah, like he told me personally, he just want to create more training programs. He want to get better qualified people than just accepting people. And it's just a lot of stuff he's trying to do. And like Ms. Jean said, we really need everything he said. It's just we need another place to find the money. Because like she said, the poor people is the one, poor to low middle class is the one that's getting touched by this because we are the one that do all the shopping. We are the one that do all the spending of money. Upper middle class and rich people make money off of us. So, she's got a point there. It's just everybody have to just pray on it and do what you think is best because it is a catch. Because this criminal system out here with these police is really terrible. And he's trying to do his best to see what he can do to make it better. But he might need to see if he can find another place to find him. It's a situation. So like she said, but one thing I have to reiterate what she said because you guys need to know, it's just the poor and the low middle class is what carries the world. I mean, the poor and the low middle class is what carries the world. So I don't get that confused. That's who carries the world. And that's all over. And people forget that and stuff, So we are the ones that's gonna be affected more than anybody and stuff by that and stuff. Like she said, it's hard already. And I hope you guys listen to her because she's right. Inflation is already up. Food is high, clothes is high, everything is already up. Now you're going to taxes again, So, everything she's saying is valid. And I'm with the sheriff, he needs help. So, me, myself, I don't know. He needs to be finding money somewhere. We're going to let Daniel speak down into this.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Daniel Garrity. I'm honored to be here this morning. I was asked to come and talk about all 4 amendments. I talked about Amendment 3 last month. I'm a local criminal defense lawyer, and I'm part of the Louisiana Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers, and that's why I particularly care about Amendment 3. And so I'll talk about that one first, but I can also tell you why you should vote no on all. Vote no on 1, 2, 3, 4, because as Gina said, this election is the thief in the night. This election is the way that they're setting up how they're going to just, take back the state in the next legislative session. Because this election, they're hoping no one's paying attention, and it's setting up for them to remove the constitutional protections that prevent the legislature from doing crazy shit. Okay. And that's what they, sorry, I was a dog, I guess I shouldn't. So let me talk about Amendment 3. So Amendment 3, I left some handouts. I don't know if they were distributed, but the thing about Amendment 3 is it's totally unnecessary. They're claiming that they need this amendment so that they can put bad kids in jail, but the law already says you can put kids who are accused of the most serious offenses in jail. That's already the law. So again, you've got to ask, why are they doing this? And the answer is, again, to set up an agenda that's really radical. An agenda that would transfer kids accused of minor offenses to the adult system. And on that sheet that I handed out, I think that this is the most telling of all. Representative Bacala, who pushed this measure, said that some of these kids are already lost at 2 years old. Now, what kids is he talking about? Who are these kids? I mean, that's what's disgusting. And that's the kind of discourse that's allowed. And these are the people who are pushing this election. This is our chance to stand up and say no to all of it. So Amendment 3, you should vote no because it's totally unnecessary, and it's really just setting up so that children can be transferred to adult jails where we all know terrible things happen, and adult systems where they lose anonymity. And that's what they're setting up to do for next year. You just watch, if this passes, next session, you're gonna have a fight about, oh, maybe we can transfer kids for misdemeanors. And we're gonna be saying, oh, you weren't gonna transfer kids for misdemeanors, you were only gonna transfer for felony. And they're not gonna care. This is our chance to stop that, not on the back end. All right, so Amendment 1, similarly, the thief in the night, because it sets it up to say the Louisiana Supreme Court should be able to discipline out-of-state lawyers. I am a lawyer. I read every month the discipline reports for lawyers who are bad lawyers get in trouble. Let me tell you, there are already out-of-state lawyers who are disciplined by the Louisiana Supreme Court. That's already something that the Louisiana Supreme Court can do. So you've got to ask, why are they pushing this amendment when it's already the law? It's the same, you see a pattern across here? The same thing with Amendment 3. They're pushing it because of the second thing that they want to do, create specialty courts. The specialty courts that they're trying to sneak in are courts like, they want to create a court with just state police cases from New Orleans. Because they don't want New Orleans judges hearing criminal cases that arise out of New Orleans. They want to create a court that only, and so what does that look like? That looks like removing power from the local people, giving it to our current governor and legislators to discipline the people who are already over-disciplined, over-criminalized, over-prosecuted. That's what this amendment is setting up. So vote no on one, totally unnecessary, and it's only setting up an agenda to increase the jail population even more. Amendment 2, taxes. Gene spoke really well on this. Again, they're setting it up, they're hiding it to say that this is about teacher raises, about cleaning up the books on the taxes. But you look at all the teacher groups, they are opposed to this. And if you look in the nitty gritty, what it does is it takes away money from teachers and puts it into the pockets of the middle and upper classes, the upper middle and the rich. And it would just, again, this is our opportunity to say no. They're hoping all that special session work that they did, 6 months ago, that's what they need this to pass in order for that to have made any difference. So let's tell them that was just a big waste of time. All right. Amendment 4, again, totally unnecessary. Just unnecessary to tinker with the timing of when judicial elections can happen. And so you again wonder, well, why are they pushing it? And again, the reason is so that they can have more control over judicial elections. All right. We're lucky in this state that we elect our judges and we elect our appellate court judges, and we elect our Supreme Court judges. Because can you imagine having judges appointed by Jeff Landry? I can't. And that's what they want to do. Just again, to circle back to the real sleeper here, I think, is number 1. Imagine having courts that are just about prosecuting offenses in cities. This is a trend across the country where very conservative states are trying to take power away from cities where majority minority cities, majority liberal cities, they're trying to wrest power away. And this is part of that effort, to control the population. So I'm standing against them all. I'm voting no on the law. I hope that everyone does the same and you share this far and wide. Thank you very much.
Personally, I'm going to vote no on everything on that ballot except for mosquito abatement. Speaking just for me, go to the whole bunch of them except for
Yeah, I did this. I wanted it done like this for everybody realize how important this voting is. Whether it's early vote, March or November, or whatever. Guys got to not only register to vote, but you got to go and vote. Talk to your kids, your nephews, your cousins, encourage them to vote, tell them their opinions matter. They think that I'm just one person, but you put a bunch of ones together, you got many. You put many together, you got thousands. You put thousands together, you got 100,000. So we need to vote. And I beg all y'all, take your time and explain things to them, but they'll understand. Don't quick talk. Talk to them slow. Ask them questions. After they understand the importance of it. And that's why I wanted them to talk more on those amendments. I want everybody to read. I want you to know you're entitled to your own opinion after you do your thorough research and understanding of what's going on. The biggest thing we have is understanding. People go in there that do vote, you vote and not understanding. Just because Joe told you to vote for this, you went voting for this. You gotta vote because you feel it's right. Do your research, but voting is so important, man. Y'all, if you honestly want to see a change, go vote. We're going to see if Dr. Hatch, you have anything coming up?
No, sir.
Okay. Anybody else need anything to say? Dr. Russ, I see you back there. You got anything for us?
I think you have voiced it well. We must get to the polls. We've got to vote every election, not just when it's a big election, because they're all big. They all
Now, always remember, power is in numbers.
That's right.
So if we bring the numbers, you can win. You know, that's just all you want just in the city of Hammond. Worry about things you don't like. If you bring the numbers, you guys can win anything. But it takes us coming together and you gotta go vote if you want to see a change. It doesn't just happen. You gotta work too. You gotta put your part in. You owe something, you do something. If it's not for you, do it for others. Anybody have any announcements that we need to hear? Hope y'all enjoyed the brothers. They did a wonderful job. We are so thankful. I told him earlier, I said, we're going to keep them on our list.
I do have one announcement that was dropped off to us by Ms. Felicia L.D. Jones. From the LCM is Leading Command Ministry, celebrating 5 years, Royal Black Tie Formal is what she's saying. So she wanted to share that Louisiana's own, the Jones Brothers Music Black Tie Forum, I'm sorry, I can't talk this morning. It's Saturday, March 22nd, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. We'll be at the Knights of Columbus on the Concord. There will be live music and catered cuisine. She said the tickets are $50 per ticket. If you're interested in attending, you may call 985-662-6741. Again, it is a Royal Black Tie Formal led by the Jones Brother Music platform. And again, it'll be Saturday, March 22nd from 6:30 to 9:30 at the Knights of Columbus, 1702 Pecan Court in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. Must be 21 years of age to attend. The tickets again are $50, and her phone number is 985-662-6741. All right, we have a bunch of love. All right. Pastor Morris Payne Jr. and Lady Rita Payne. And that is the theme is two servants chosen and exalted by God, Isaiah 32:15. You can cash out Reverend Truck. It's going to be Sunday, March 9th, which is tomorrow at 3 p.m. a Greater Rosedale Baptist Church located at 2002 West Church Street in Hammond. The Reverend Leroy Taylor is the pastor. The speaker will be Pastor Ashton Bell, and from Macedonia Baptist Church. Good Hope Baptist Church will also be in connection with that collaboration. And then it's going to be sponsored by the Robinson Spiritual Hour. For information, call Sister Olivia Robinson at 985-634-0410. Sister Olivia, did I miss anything?
No, may I say one thing, please?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
You should have been up here anyway.
It's time for us to come together, as you said, it's prayer time. This is the second one we've given, and the pastor, basically, first one, Pastor Robert Smith passed, the weakness of the program, but we still gave it. Now I got a call last night, Pastor Morris Payne is in the hospital, but we're still gonna give the program for him and his wife. Please come out tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We won't be long. Pastor Ashton Bill will speak, and we can have a great time at the Greater Rosedale Church in Hammond. Please come out. He needs your help. Amen.
Again, we thank y'all. And we'd like to thank Sister Olivia Robinson for all she's doing in the house, in the gospel and stuff. And you know, she has brothers on the top too. We're so appreciative of you guys and all that you do for serving us. And then they'll keep us aware of things that's going on.
For being present today, Sister Robinson, our former school board member and local leader in the community.
And again, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to Pastor Brian Clark and Pastor Carl West, and for the sponsoring the program. And to our guys, missionary Baptist Church, and women like that, the whole church. We greatly appreciate you. Before we close, I want to say something. I went to Selma, Alabama. I guess that's why I'm so high spirited about this voting and stuff. We did a tour, a bus ride last weekend to Selma, and you know, went through what happened in 1965. And we was greeted very well there. The mayor talked to us about 30 minutes. He's a black mayor, and his name happened to be James Perkins. So we took some business together. It was great. He's back there when a lot of this stuff went on, like then and stuff, and all the family and stuff. And he was mayor of Selma for 12 years. In early 2000, then he come back. They called him back to be mayor. So he's on a sixth term of mayor where he can come back. He did 3 terms, and now they just got him back there to try to get the town right. It's an old town, like he said, it's the second oldest town in the state of Alabama and stuff. And he just really touched me with his speech and things that they did and what they went through, and that's what they was fighting for. If your guys agreed back on 1965, they was fighting about votes' rights.
Yes.
And it's about, you know, us having our rights and stuff. And I just learned a lot of history through my research and stuff. And I didn't even know Birmingham, Alabama was 1973. The little segregated place you wouldn't want to go in the United States and stuff. It's in the history books, and I didn't know that. But they'll come a long way. Town is still old, and he's still working and trying to do it. But I just learned, and the guy just, you know, 2 places I went. Before that, I was at the city council meeting, and I learned 4 words that was important to me. At talking to him and listening to him talk, he talked about diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yes.
And it touched me, and you know, he's trying to get us to realize. And I was at the city council meeting a week ago, and all they stood up and talked about is all we look, and it's not being discrimination, it's not about racial, it's not about black or white, just fairness. One word, just fairness. Simple. And you know, I've been carrying those 4 words inside of me: fairness, diversity, equity, and inclusion. You know, and it's just something to think about. You know, and that's all we're asking for, and that's all anybody should be asking for. It's just fairness, because it's not. If you really look and you've been around, it's not just a black-white thing. You know, because it's got, even the whites are racially discriminated. You know, the ones they want to call trailer trash. You know, the one we got with us, financial aid. You know, they want to do nothing with them. So it's not just a black-white thing. It's just a discrimination thing that we deal with in this world. So, and we got to overcome it. And the only way you're going to overcome it is voting. You get right back to that. If you want to see a change, we got to get out there and vote. Does anybody else have anything else to say? Any announcements, anything?
Yeah, I got one thing to say. Y'all dump your trash and all the kids back there.
The pan is in the back to the trash.
That's right, Paul.
It's always with me.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I thought about quite a few things, but the one thing I think what we're all talking about is we got to get our consciousness up just a little bit, okay? We got to get just a little bit past me to we, okay? And I'm big on the words we use. Whenever they say these people, that's a division.
Yeah.
When they say these kids,
Yes.
that's a division.
Yes.
So listen, it is our people. It is our people. And it is our children. Right? We are all children of the same God. This week, having a physical crown. And you know what's on the bottom? It wasn't box business. It was the ocean. Come on now. It was a coral reef. And all of these beautiful creatures, little old tiny fish, great big fish, like a school of hammerhead sharks come swimming through here. And you know what the Bible says? It says this. It says the kingdom of who? God. Is what? Spread upon the what? The earth. And the human beings what? Do not see it. That's right. So we're talking about just getting our consciousness up just a little bit. Work on getting it up just a little bit. Just get out of the league for we and our people and our children. Amen.
And again, we just want to say thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Hope you learn something that you can spread and help others, because that's what it's about. It's about networking. It's not keeping inside what you got. It's sharing it with others, or others can share it with others. And that's what we want to do. And we want to keep working together, because we are a team. And I'm reminding you of our mission statement: is pressing forward with a purpose. By empowering positive change through community dedication. And remember, we all need help.
Yes. Amen.
So if we're gonna do a service, then we need service. You know, and you know we all are just servants of God. You know, because He needs service, and that's all He asks us to give back in the meeting. So I just want to remind y'all the next meeting again. It's gonna be at the Tango African American Heritage Center, and we are sponsoring a tour. So if you want to come with kids, nephews, whoever, Second Saturday Awareness Action Group is going to pay for it. And we will have programs. So spread the word. It'll be something nice for the kids. It'll be nice, something for us olders if you need your mind refreshed to where we come from. Make you strong a little bit, put the word out even more. We're going to do a raffle right quick. And then after the raffle, I want Pastor West and Pastor Carter to do closing remarks and closing prayer after the raffle.
Okay, we have ticket number 036. 036, all right.
All right, Lori.
Okay, next one, we ready? 067. All right, okay. You take your mama too. All right, 063. 063, Miss Marilyn down in the back.
I'm getting my steps in today.
The next one is 025. 025. Hey! Okay, let's see the last prize. Two more. Oh, well, two more. Okay. 037. Okay. Now this is the last. We got roll on his women history month. Let's see if we can keep this straight going. Mr. Henry gone, so we don't have. Oh, it's women's history month. All right, this last ticket goes to 030. There we go. Let's celebrate Women's History Month. Thank you.
That's a family thing.
I mean, y'all will be okay. June is coming real soon. Y'all have you one day.
There's nothing much that I can add besides it's just a great gathering today. I think it's finally important that our pastoral leaders in this area will come together. Being this brother here has already made a pact to make an impact in our communities. Because as we growing up in the community, we didn't have a lot of this, and now we have it. So we can make a change. Because I used to be one of these people. Amen. I used to be one of those people. But now I'm God's people. I was trying to get the powers to come out and take a bow. That's the cables that we had this morning. This is the powwow catering. That's the finances, lovely wife, and that's our injuries right there in the middle. Amen. Amen. Thank you all so much. Let me say this here. Pastor Carter, you're going to be the focus. He's the last word because you're the angel of the house. We thank God for Pastor Carter, Pastor Byron G. Carter, and the rock, Ray Rock Band. I'm really sure that I recognize Israelite Baptist Church as well. I thank God for this brother. There's some great powerful things that God's going to be doing through this brother and through our relationship. We thank God for this here. So with that being said, thank you, Pastor Byron Carter. Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you, Israelite. Thank you, Second Saturday and Women's Pastor Group for everything that you do. Thank you, President Perkins. Amen. And this is the time stand. Amen. That's Father. That's our heart. Once again, Father, we thank you for all that's been said. We thank you for the Second Saturday Perkins Awareness Group. Lord, and all that they do, all of the people that have showed up this morning. Thank you for the food, thank you for the fellowship, but most of all, God, we thank you for Jesus Christ. Who laid down in Calvary, the remission of our sins. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.